Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Ember.
I hate you like I'm young.
This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck. Fuck me!
And that's when I noticed the cold breeze.
The ankle's a little mean.
The ankle, the elbow, the fucking little tiny stick that he probably has is gonna post it. I'm just so fucking done.
So, good day, you guys. Hope everyone's having a beautiful and wonderful Thursday. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning on in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like and subscribe, and comment on. So, we got some catching up to do. This is just a quick little recap that I edited together of Rosee's kind of rage out. Not really, but like her coming on and I'm just gonna explain some things to you guys. That kind of energy. However, in the middle of it, and right before she ended it on another bit of a crash out, she received another, I believe it was Domino's delivery sent to her house. Now, if Rosee's idea of gang stalking is, oh no, they're sending me pizza, girl, I'm going to need you to chill the fuck out. But this is the title of the stream. Check my community tab post before you watch this live. Even though she went through, reread the whole post, explained everything about it. Like, she just wanted to come on and talk about the drama. She's, I think, eaten up the attention a bit. I think she's eating up the sympathy that it does bring her. Because, I mean, on the outside, looking in, how she portrays this whole situation and everything to be happening, you would obviously feel bad for her. But I have a feeling things aren't happening as she's claiming they are. And I'm not sure what the cause of that is, why that might be, but I am interested in finding out. And she specified in, you guys remember, in her post, she specified that, like, she's not mad at Gorlworld because this isn't the typical Gorlworld crowd, but now all of a sudden she's really mad at Gorlworld and wants nothing to fucking do with us because how dare we say that she was rude about the onions and that he doesn't like touching her? How dare we? So it almost seems like Rosee, that's the reason why all this happened. It's because you didn't like the reaction you were getting to your, sorry to say it, but just kind of piss poor vlogs. You don't have to go showing us your relationship like that. You just don't. It's just not for us to see, dude. But she's got no other content for like 3 months, so... Anyways, y'all, I'm ranting. Thank you so much once again. And with that, let's just dive right on into this. It's relatively short. It's like 17 minutes, okay? Sorry.
Hello, welcome in.
Listen, I tried to be funny with the editing a bit, okay? Okay? Give me a break. I'm no barbecue chillin'.
Hi, Rami. Good to see you. Just
how she switches right up. Hey, Remy.
the post. I'm sorry this is happening to you, Rosee. Thank you, Lauren.
See, that's really what I think she wanted, was just that, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. Even though that, like, what do you actually get out of people's sympathy? Nothing. Especially people on the internet. Well, she wants money. That's a main factor. She did have a goal, a monetary goal set on this live stream. So, she wants the money. She wants money. She knows that drama and all this, her baiting for sympathy, will get that.
I'm okay. I'm here. Yeah.
Now, also, watch how dramatic she is. Like... It's hard to feel like some things aren't extremely performative. I'm not going to say all things are, but some things, it's hard to not feel that way.
I don't quite know what to say or do.
Well, you could do and say nothing, actually.
You are not aware, I have a community tab post where I kind of laid everything out.
Well, the title of your live was, go check out the community tab, so I'm thinking they're aware.
Essentially, the day before yesterday, someone sent another unpaid order to my house, and I wasn't gonna talk about.
And they're about to do it again on live, which is... It's so shicey. Listen, I don't think it's funny in the, grand scheme of things, blah, blah, blah. You're wasting a worker's time, you're wasting resources, money, blah, blah, blah. It's just not worth it. However, just to know that it riles Rosee up this much at fucking pizza, I think she's more pissed because it's like, oh, I don't have any fucking money to afford it. She literally only could take her mom out to lunch because one of her supporters paid her to do so.
Because it's probably, I don't know, the sixth time that's happened now. I don't know, maybe my number's off, maybe it's 4. I don't know, whatever the number is, it's that number too many, so...
I think you would remember, but...
Pick apart my recollection if you must.
Well, I think we would, because, like, how long has this been going on for, dude?
Only slept 2 hours, and,
Also, mind you, she did not talk about the police or the alleged intruder trying to break into her house this entire stream. That might have been by choice to not give that specifically any attention. Fair. But I do find it interesting that she then switched angles and was like, oh no, actually, it's Gorlworld's fault. Not Cam and his gaggle of, whatever. No, it was, us. It's our fault. Which makes me think, truly, it has to do with the vlogs.
I never claimed we were swatted, no. In fact, let's not even discuss that topic.
Girl, yeah, no, giving ideas.
Please. It's honestly so weird this stuff happens to you, not any of the other girls. Well, yeah.
It does. Let's be for real. It happens to Foodie, and I think Amber's gotten a lot better at, not showing off her favorite hotspots, even though she still gets spotted in the Google reviews. It's just an inherent thing with being an online personality. People want to know what you're up to. I think it's when they become spiteful towards their audience. That's when people are like, I bet.
I almost said his name. The certain person isn't stalking them. So, hey.
I also kind of don't like her attitude whenever she references herself as being stalked, which is not a funny, quirky, like, it's whatever, guys, kind of thing. So, if that's the severity of it, that's the word we're going to use for it, then we need to treat it as such.
A lot of people are asking a lot of questions, and some of these questions I'm not answering for safety reasons. I'm not cooking tonight.
So maybe that has to do with why she didn't talk about the cops. Fair.
Yeah.
But again, she decides to talk about a lot of things and then not a lot of things, so I find it interesting.
Name said, unfortunately, your most evil troll literally does this to see your reaction and see you upset. He derives enjoyment from my pain. Kind of like my original cyberstalker, just different vibes.
See, vibes. How many stalkers, quote unquote, has she had?
But
I mean, I don't want to minimize it because I'm sure women, especially women in an online space, probably deal with it at a heightened frequency than others, just like creepy, unsolicited behavior. But I mean, why were we just like giving our address out in the first place? And not even your address either. Like, that's the shiesty thing, I think.
Not high, no. Full disclosure, I only slept 2 hours. I took THC yesterday and I took an Ativan today, so.
So she's not high now, but she was.
I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm really disassociated and I've been stuck like this for a while, so.
It's because of the backlash on her relationship.
But yeah, it is what it is, man. My nervous system is fried. So anyway.
See how it's like a quirky, like, it's my life kind of vibe. Like, her laughs go on for like just a few seconds too long, you know? She slips into almost uncanny valley territory kind of quickly. She knows how to do something for just a hair too long to make you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, Mom, did you give Danielle the container for the free eggs?
Mind you, I also edited this together at like 2 in the fucking morning.
This is an out of hand kind of day. Anyway.
So quirky.
I kind of wanted to come on here and maybe do something like chop up the cabbage or something. But I'm going to be so for real. I think I'm going to struggle to be focused and talk and multitask today. So.
I'm so sorry, Rosee, but like, you can't expect us not to laugh when you say, I couldn't even think of sitting here and chopping cabbage. It's too much for today. You sound ridiculous.
I need low pressure. I need low stakes.
That's what your entire life has been, but pop off.
Because I will say, so like, I was in my comments earlier this morning, technically.
That's going to trigger her. Me saying that her whole life has been low pressure. You don't know what I've dealt with!
Like, right before I slept a couple hours, I specifically told someone to fuck off, and that's when I realized I needed to get off the internet and go to bed. So that's what I did. I put a lot of thought into what I wanted to do because I've been dealing with this shit. Before yesterday, before the day before that, I've just been dealing with like a lot of being picked at and people.
Okay, well, hey, welcome to the internet, Rosee. It's not your first time here, so you can't be acting naive and brand new. You're an internet person. You had a huge online presence even before you came to YouTube. So, you're acting brand new here, but you should know by now.
Just being obnoxious and
also, I didn't bring it up because we couldn't really dive into it that much. It was on Twitter, which would need censoring regardless. But I almost said Amber, then I almost said Foodie. Rosee had a tweet a little while back talking about the sexualization of her chest in her videos. How we just need to stop paying attention to it even though it takes up 3/4 of the screen. She was dragged through the fucking mud, dog, not by Gorlworld. It was not Gorlworld at all that had anything to do with those tweets. She was brutally fucking stomped on. Like I said, we wouldn't even be able to go through it. That's how they were funny, okay? They were funny, but they were mean. Like, and you're gonna say that us just saying, like, his fingers on your shoulders looks funny and bet you use too much onion, that's too much for you? That's too much for you. But having people on Twitter literally telling you to eat yourself, like, girl, priorities.
and being overly critical of shit that just doesn't matter because
It's called humor, Rosee. Look it up.
at the end of the day, when it comes to non-member content, there's no fee for it. I'm making it for it to be viewed for free. So
Oh, wow, thank you so much. You're monetized. It's not for free.
I do not understand people's entitlement to my time.
What do you mean? They just want consistency, and you don't give your audience really that much of a heads up. Or if you do, it's in a live stream, and you shouldn't really expect people to just hear every word that you say.
Entitlement to knowing exactly why I have to mitigate different aspects of my schedule and my life to accommodate for the very long list of shit that I deal with, that I try to.
Maybe be more open then about the shit that you have to deal with, Rosee, if it's actually, happening. Because that will give better context to the audience. All they want is openness. But that doesn't mean that you have to be naive with how open you are.
Be better about managing without chronically talking about it every 2 seconds, and I still kind of do that anyway because there's
let me guess. Another bloat day?
just so many different things happening sometimes that it's impossible not to. But
also, I had to edit out so many long pauses. Like, you could tell she's having to really paste together these ideas in a very specific way. And I ain't saying she's trying to manipulate us, but watch what the very first thing she says after she starts crying is.
I am in a place right now where I'm trying to be better while people are terrorizing me with my past.
And let me just say, that's probably going to happen for a little bit. You're being tested. And I don't necessarily think that it's these people's place to test you, Rosee, but that's what they're doing. They're testing how far they can push you.
By being just fucking.
And me saying that is not me approving of it, okay? Like, sometimes you have to recognize these things to just center yourself.
Cruel. It is just cruel.
Okay. Complaining about her onions is just so cruel.
And I'm tired.
I had to fast forward here.
And I'm not crying to manipulate you.
Who says that? Who, after they've just started crying, pushing out those tears for a solid, minute, who then follows that with, and I'm not trying to manipulate you. You sound like Gypsy Rose Blanchard, dude. Crazy.
I'm just tired. My brother could have gotten hurt yesterday.
You were the one that called the cops, though. Why did you not inform your autistic brother and mom that the cops were going to be showing up? Huh? I would have told them, hey, go in the other room. Going to get it taken care of. Or at least have your mom there. Something like. It's just odd. And I just don't like how she babies and, well, it's essentially the same thing. Just infantilizes her brother, Levi. Thank you for correcting me, y'all. Levi. When he's the most responsible one that we've seen here, besides your mom. He has this place. It's his. This is his house. He earned it. He worked for it. He works for it nearly every day. I'm sure he takes weekends off, but you need to give him a lot more credit. And I said this in a comment earlier today, too. Rosee wants to be, quote unquote, defined in the medical terms disabled because she wants people to treat her how she treats disabled people, which seems to be almost condescendingly.
It's not my fault. My family doesn't blame me.
Okay, interesting. Interesting way to put that.
I don't know why strangers are doing that.
Sometimes, often, I really feel when people cry, I'm just not feeling much here. Christ, there's even times when Foodie has cried where I'm like, oh, no, I really do hear her there. But over a pizza, Roz?
to heal and grow, and I made a lot of changes.
Now, I do find it interesting. She doesn't specify what the issue is, but she does reference a lot that she's changed, implying that, like, she's not the person that people once hated. Eh.
And how I act, I can't undo what I've done. Really, in the scheme of life, most of the things that I get ripped apart for are just not even a fraction as close to the shit that, like, gets done to me for being a parasocial weirdo who does this or that or whatever the fuck I did to deserve this in some of these people's eyes. And
well, unfortunately, Rosee, the name of the game with online personalities is sometimes you got it and sometimes you don't. But you're going to grasp onto this thing, whether it's bringing you love or hate, because regardless, it's bringing you money. That's the goal here.
I have reached the point where I'm just going to be transparent and honest about how I feel. Because these past 6 months, I have been slowly rebuilding myself back up and coming to the realization that when I started getting inundated with the hate about being undiagnosed autistic, when
about saying you're autistic, yes, when you are undiagnosed.
that first started, and I realized how sensitive of a topic it was, and I realized how I did.
Because, Rosee, just as much as you might struggle to understand your neurodivergency or anything like that, it has been a struggle for other people to understand that as well. And just as much as it's a struggle for you right now, it has been a struggle for a lot of people their entire lives. Okay? So someone coming on saying, I'm this, I'm that, but oh, the doctor doesn't agree. Yeah, like, of course we're going to have a fucking issue with that, dude. Because it ultimately does minimize from the conversation of people that are actually autistic, actually diagnosed autistic. And I understand there are many different reasons that can go into why someone would not be diagnosed. However, that's where your own advocacy for yourself and your health and understanding your health comes in. Even if you are autistic, Rosee, that doesn't take away the agency you need to have for yourself as a grown individual, just like Levi has his own agency.
Not think through making that initial video.
I feel like I'm being really nice, okay?
Could be misconstrued when I didn't think about how people aren't going to take into account the nuance of, like, the American healthcare system.
No, but that's the thing. They are. I think you want it to be black and white, but it's not that. Like,
and aspects of class and all this shit, right? And just people's access to.
I mean, I hear her. I also think size could come into it, like a prejudice against larger people. But she also has shown very surface level, very performative almost ways of, like, quote unquote being autistic. Like, to Rosee, her idea of her autism is it makes her very childish and she needs to wear headphones out in public. But there's a lot more that goes into it than just that. You know what I mean?
Sources and all of that. And I just didn't take into account how sensitive of a subject it would be for me. So that.
For you? I think it's a sensitive subject for the people that actually have, like, life with this diagnosis. You have life with a suspicion. There's a big difference.
Really was going on in 2024, even, like, late 2024. And so I started just putting my walls back up. I had been working on unmasking.
Oh, eye roll.
working on a lot of myself in different aspects through like mental health work, therapy, and the like. And I never claimed to be diagnosed, but it got to me. So
Well, the issue is claiming you have it when there's no way to know.
On such a deep level that I just started trying to mask again, and over time,
it's also commonly misdiagnosed in women, especially women past a certain age. A lot of the times could get mixed up with ADHD and maybe ADD, I think, but I think it's mainly ADHD. But I think also that just goes to show how close, kind of on the spectrum of neurodivergency, that those two things are. Regardless, Rosie, if you have ADHD, you're neurodivergent. That is an explanation for why you think through things differently, why your body even processes things differently. You don't need autism for that.
I was just muting myself more and more and suppressing myself more and more to be more palatable, and I was failing anyway because
I think she's just talking about throwing up walls. I think she was just having a negative response to the personality that she was putting out there, which I don't necessarily understand, but I think it's more the kind of like, again, the autism cosplaying.
that was never really the point. That was never really the right answer. So for me, at this point, I brought that up originally for a different reason that I'm struggling to remember, but I have been these past 6 months working on reconnecting with myself and allowing myself to feel safe again, and allowing myself to feel like emotionally safe, and allowing myself
Girl.
to just stick to the whimsy, have fun, let myself be goofy, let myself be cringe, let myself be happy, let myself be in love, let myself.
Oh, eye roll. Here we go. It really all just kind of revolves back to the criticism she's been getting for just everything we've seen, really, with Remy.
Be free from other people's perspectives of me that are just none of my business to begin with.
Period. Okay. Period.
Be free
What other people think of me is none of my business.
from this fucking drama, to just be rid of my.
Well, and she is going to basically say that we're victim blaming her. Now, I don't think that it's right. People are going IRL on her. That I do not agree with, and I don't think she's really done anything to garner that. Garner? Whatever. However, she's going to basically allude that us saying, well, you literally, go check out Zachary Michael's latest video on her little freak out from the other night in the community post, because they showed the receipts. Rosee was literally asking to be a part of this, but she wanted to be a good role model for Gorlworld. Clearly. And, girl, like, actions of our consequences. Wait, consequences of our actions. I've been saying things so backwards lately. What the fuck is going on? Holy shit. I said back ass words the other day, and just the comments popping out. I was like, fuck, did I actually say that shit? Sometimes the girls, they just get me going.
Myself of these leeches that won't.
Oh, that's interesting for you to say.
Leave me alone.
Because she 1,000% wants the autism diagnosis, so she can apply for disability.
I'm tired. And I have been trying to figure out how to not give it attention, not bring attention to it, but every time I do that is how it keeps escalating. It keeps escalating until they get what they want. And I don't have the resources I need to do it.
Well, I mean, eventually you do always give in, so there is also that.
I need to do right now. So this entire situation.
Her also alluding that, like, this is going to put her in the mental hospital, I don't like that either. Rosee, log off. If it is that bad, log off. Dude. But something tells me, no, it's not really that bad.
It's cruel. Mods, please handle inviting 24-hour bans. I'm not playing with this shit today.
Mind you, I was not in the chat, but I was in the live when this was live happening. I was just editing some stuff. I was like, I'll pay attention for a little bit. She doesn't have more than 20 or so members in there when these things first start up. How is it that she's talking like she's running a fucking press conference or something? Mods, deal with it. Deal with it.
Nope, we're not doing it. I mean, if people can't fucking act right, 24-hour ban, and come back next time, I'm not playing with that. I don't even know what's going on in the chat. People acting disrespectful, 24-hour ban, automatic. I'm not doing that.
Mind you, it was members only, so these are paying members. Ban them!
Honestly, I was pretty okay mentally until I found out about what happened with my brother. It's funny.
What do you mean you found out? Weren't you there?
Because, well, it's not funny in a little bit, but when I was in Texas, and I shared with you guys that someone called a wellness check here at my house and my brother was here.
Also, allegedly there's a live stream. I have not seen a clip of it. However, Zachary and Michael did confirm they have seen it, so I trust. There is a clip where Levi was saying, like, it really wasn't that bad. Like, essentially, you know, kind of disproving all of the cause for alarm that Rosee has been airing about this situation. And she very quickly shut him down from speaking his own truth on the matter. So, that's another strike, Rosee. I mean, there's been many, but that's a definitive strike, in my opinion. That you're just babying him to your audience for what? Sympathy? To get people to leave you alone?
Thankfully, it was without incident.
People should leave you alone just because, but sorry. Oh my god. But, like, to do all that?
Everything was fine. But when I expressed my fear about that, there's stuff about my family, our dynamics, my brother, that, like, I don't talk about online, and it's going to stay that way. But when
I think there's a reason for that.
I was expressing that concern, I had valid reasons for that. And I was so angry about people saying, like Levi handled it like a champ. You would have made it so much worse if you were there.
I mean, period, yeah. I think you would have. I think you have a capability of actually stressing people out, and a neurodivergent person is going to get stressed.
Blaming me for it, saying this is all a big conspiracy for me to make up all this drama.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you did live on your own, were self-sufficient, then, you know, they'd be sending pizza to an empty house, essentially.
To get Remy to stay with me.
Interesting that you bring that up again, also. And then she was saying how, like, recently he's been busier, so they haven't talked as much, but then he's in this stream all of a sudden a lot, and was so helpful to her last night.
And, like, just these crazy nonsensical theories. You know, I'm grateful he's okay. I'm grateful it didn't happen, but it doesn't change the fact that we were put in that position. Because I don't know how to engage with the internet without addressing this, you know?
Well, then maybe you just don't engage.
I don't know how to come on here and be like, let me make some pickled cabbage. Like, because also just...
Why is it that you have to be live, like, every other day, though? For real.
Before I read this, I want to state that...
she does a lot of members-only lives. Either members-only chat or specifically only members can watch it.
In case I haven't made it abundantly clear 20 times over, my public lives are not a guarantee. I do not have a live schedule.
We know.
go live if and when I can. I am chronically ill and disabled. I have a multitude of things that can happen at any given time.
See how... Rosee, you could just be an adult. Life happens. But you always go for this. It's always the excuse. I'm not saying it as like it isn't a valid reason, but we bring it up for everything.
Notice that could make me need to reschedule or cancel. If I miss members only lives for similar reasons, they will be made up. They may get canceled sometimes. If that pisses you off, I beg you to unsubscribe from me because I don't want to hear about it.
She does not give a flying fuck about her audience, dude. Damn. No wonder only 50 people tune in then.
This isn't an airport. Don't announce your departure.
I mean, fair, but, girl, goddamn.
Wish you well. Now, regarding all of that,
She's talking to us. She's talking to the Gorlworld crew.
still have 2 more vlogs coming.
How dare we not think that her oohing and awing over her boyfriend is so fucking adorable.
So I'll get into the content changes. In case you're not aware of that as well, I am going to continue with what my content has been like the past couple of weeks.
1000% Rosee. Listen, all of the jokes and criticism that we give your videos aside, you should 1000% make your content how you want to. Okay? Valid, fair, fine. But with that, people are going to have opinions. That's okay. That's natural.
After today, I really enjoy hanging out with the people who bring a great vibe to this chat and just like to maybe make food or buy
Why is that the only thing?
double or do whatever. And so I don't want to stop, but if you do not understand why I've changed and put in the boundaries that I've had, and you want to hold me to the flames for that, go do that somewhere else. Keep it out of my face. Please and thank you.
Well, she told you guys. I hope you feel ate up. She's so dramatic.
You guys doing good? My mom is...
Her mom said some shady fucking shit during the stream. You could see Rosee getting annoyed with her.
Okay. I'm not sure, Touchdown. It's very confusing. I think it's like most of the time when they do it, it's a pizza place. So I don't know if it's like because pizza places take cash orders that they have like a setting for that on DoorDash.
I guess apparently it does happen. I guess. Too much effort, y'all.
I don't quite know.
Too much effort.
Yeah. I feel better.
She's like foodie.
Was that the best decision I've ever made? I don't know. We'll find out. But
Probably not. Because look at where we are. You got me to edit down a live stream. I don't even do that for foodie, alright?
I feel pretty.
And let's not expect this to be a common occurrence, okay? It's just because she did that weird crying face.
I'm choosing to focus on positivity and putting my energies towards things that I want to encourage, and so I'm trying not to
I do actually enjoy her mom when she pops in. She seems like a really sweet lady.
discuss anything that's not positive and joyful. And basically,
Okay.
I basically when I take a break out,
She's so annoyed her mom keeps talking. She just keeps hitting her with the, okay, okay.
chat with each
Okay.
other,
Okay. I'm hoping
Fuck. She's like, hey, get out of here so I can keep lying to them.
in a few days I'll get some sleep, knowing how my symptoms normally play out. So
Did you just hear her? I hope in a few days I'll be able to get some sleep. Girl. Be so freaking for real. I think you need to speak to someone, actually.
but you guys have content coming throughout the rest of the week, so I'll keep you posted next week, depending on what's going on.
Thank you, Lord Rosee,
You guys
for blessing
appreciate it.
us.
I miss my boyfriend. He
Oh, I roll.
was amazing last night. Hey, hon, how you doing? I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. Girl,
He was amazing last night. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever.
You missed a lot.
She throws on an accent now for him, huh? She's like, see, I can be a country girl for you. Remy.
I'm really happy
Remy.
to see you. I
Oh my
hope you're
God.
doing well. Man, it's so funny to me when people were like hyper analyzing a single touch on the shoulder. It just made me laugh because
Truth be told, the guy was just cutting meat, like raw meat. Ham, not really raw. Cured, I guess, but still, meat. So, hey, can you blame him for not wanting to cross-contaminate? Only Rosee does that in the kitchen. Rosee and Foodie Beauty, and I'm sure Amber.
I have no idea how much I edited out of those vlogs.
You think fuck.
Each of those vlogs had about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes of raw footage each. I had to cut down, do multiple watches on as
Rosee, you could have definitely trimmed it down a lot more. Alright, I'm just telling you.
well as watch with another person and get their input on it too, because it's not just my content anymore. Because I don't post shit without people's permission. That's disrespectful as fuck. I don't do that.
She doesn't care.
People see what they want to see. Clock that fucking tea. People cry.
Clock that fucking tea.
About onions, are you kidding me, bro? The onions were very divisive because apparently I'm a monstrous bitch for it. It's like the entire time he wanted the onions and we were just joking with each other. People
Rosee.
are really just truly miserable now. Like the internet is such a bizarro land post 2025.
What, you think this is all new? Girl. You were in feeder forums. Like, of course you're used to people kissing your ass. Shut up.
If you didn't want onions, you would
Welcome to the real world.
told you a little crazy work. That's exactly what you said. So
Insert that clip of the guy like, welcome to hell, motherfucker.
I'm gonna take a minute to thank everyone who's left such wonderful
It's not a potato, guys, okay? It's fruit. She was going on about just how much she loves fruit.
supportive comments on the Texas vlogs. A lot of focus on the negativity in this vlog.
Oh, girl, we were just making fun. Jesus. Out of the 40 some odd minutes of pure fucking cringe you uploaded, we only managed to nitpick on like 2 or 3 things. Chill out. God, she's so sensitive.
For understandable reasons. I want to take a minute to thank all the people that like acknowledge and see me and Remy for what we actually are and
Crazy.
weren't salivating for some kind of storyline that involves my heartbreak and drama and toxicity.
Okay. For a man you've known for like 2 to 3 months? Okay.
Because that's not the reality that's going to be received. I've been working very hard to not end up back in the mental hospital. I can't afford it.
Well, then you need to get off. Alright? Then you need to get off, Rosee. It's so amber coded. I'm trying not to like feel that way, but that's how it's making me feel. Very amber coded.
Leave it to grow.
It's just whatever will I do? I can't afford it though. Chat. Pay.
Cabinet, clock that motherfucking tea. I actually genuinely love produce and fruit.
Listen, guys, you need to get your shit together. Imagine Rosee calling you stagnant.
Oh, I see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
No hunchback, no tobacco. My God, well, what did
You can tell that annoyed her.
Bathroom.
She just got so pissed off. No Hunchback of Notre Dame. Because her mom's in the other room reading the chat. She comes in like, what's this?
Did I mention my horrific ear pain this past week yet?
You know what, though, I will say? Since her Twitter dragging, the shirt has gone up. So it tells me it was a choice.
I had like an actual like ear injury situation that was just obnoxious. It was
Oh,
just
of course.
oh my god, that on top of my chronic pain. There was a day or two where I was a righteous bitch.
Interesting, Rosee. Interesting. I don't know why someone in such a position of need would, resort to that, but
Successfully able to not be a righteous bitch to other people.
so then how were you such a righteous bitch then? Mind you, I trimmed out the awkward silence. She waited quite a bit before she came in with this little, oh, but I wasn't a righteous bitch to others. Just to myself. Nah. You caught yourself.
Very hard to do that.
Yeah, I bet.
In our front yard again.
You can't even hide a little bit of disdain for your own mom, dude.
What?
It's not.
Which, like, listen, mother-daughter relationship, whatever. I'm not here to say that, like, she's not allowed any type of feelings towards her mom. I'm not saying that. But maybe don't be broadcasting that directly in live.
You're joking. No, that's a joke. Please tell me you're joking.
Someone just came knocking at the door. It's another pizza place. Actually was able to get Rosee up.
What's that? You ordering Domino's.
I got it, Mom. That's it.
Don't. Rosee should not be the one that's like, I got it.
Alright, cool. Anyway. Mom, grab your phone. We really need it, but we got the pictures. It's fine. We'll just keep documenting.
That poor chair, dude.
It's just another pizza.
I think she's more pissed off that it's just reminding her how hungry she is. She's like, well, I can't fucking afford it.
Anyway, I think it's probably best to hop off for the night. I don't really think I was already struggling to think of what to talk about anyway. So
I think you were doing just fine.
I don't really feel like I'm in a very cheery mood. So I'll talk to y'all later. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening wherever you are. I had so much fun being in the kitchen with Remy.
And then she was going to sign off, but nope. Not before she reminds you just how in love they are.
And I miss him so much. He's my best friend, and
Oh, Lord. Well, it's probably not hard.
he is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Good fucking God. Ugh. 35 years old. 35 years old. They've only known each other for a couple months. The best thing that's ever happened to me. You need to get out.
And those Texas memories are so happy. And
Yeah, I guess that night by the lake really was the best night of her life. I mean, listen, hey, some people don't start living life until, their 30s or later, even. But,
decided when I was like going through all the stress, all the harassment that happened while in Texas, on top of trying to vlog and everything, I just decided I would roll camera randomly, like pretty often at one point, just because I wanted to make sure I had some content and that memories to look back on and stuff. And
she's got hours and hours and hours of videos, you guys. Oh my God.
there's a lot of that's in my like just for us folder, for the vlog I want to make for us. I
12 hours long, I bet.
had a lot of footage to watch and rewatch, and it didn't take me a month to edit one vlog. It took me a month to edit a total of 6.
Why couldn't you be releasing as you went, though? Like...
It took me a long time
You
to
see how now the mood has completely changed? She's just,
get to the point to allow myself to slow down, to allow
Girl, when did you stop?
myself to be slow to allow
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. That's a no-no on me.
myself to be patient, to not force myself to bulldoze and rush through everything to my detriment. And
Huh? Girl, even if it was like one video a week.
the way I've been treated recently, even outside of like this most recent development, has been really fucked up and unfair, especially given the fact of how I've been conducting myself.
Well, Rosee, the audience, sorry to say, I know it sounds mean, the audience doesn't have to like you just because you think you're doing something.
No part of Gorlworld. I can't control other people's actions.
Like, when did it become our fault like that? Huh? When did it become our fault? We're not the ones calling in the pizza. Why is it our fault? You even recognized in your damn post that this isn't your regular Gorlworld shit. Why is it our fault? The fuck?
But I really want to make it very clear that having me like saying that I want it, that I want this, that I begged for this, that's really giving a certain kind of energy.
She's saying we're victim blaming here. That she's a victim. I don't know about that, Rosee. Because actually, a lot of us were really nice and gave you the benefit.
That I think
So, yeah.
is revolting and disgusting.
It's just a lot of this recent stuff has put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And it's not just like you stepping back and taking a break from things. Because like everyone understands that that happens. But, God, dude. God. You're allowing an animosity that you're building towards your relationship with your audience to physically manifest in how you treat your audience. That's never gonna fly because it's not everyone in your audience's fault.
I never asked for any of this.
Well, you kind of did, actually, and you, even more specifically in those messages with Zach, you platformed yourself above the other girls by saying you're one that can actually change. When, since those messages have gone out, sorry, Rosee, we have not seen a ton of change. So, kind of put yourself... Sorry, the recording cut out there. She put herself in the running to be criticized and judged when she didn't do as was promised. You know? I'm not even saying that, like, reactors are free from that. Like, if something happens and change is expected by the audience and they don't see that change, then you're giving validity to the things that they had to say before. You know what I'm getting at? Like, just as much as putting out content is a active choice you have to make for your channel, so is being the bigger person, being just more mature in general, growing up. Like, you can still have a kind of daydreamy view of your platform and treat it as such, but don't be naive to the relationship that you share between your audience and you know? Like, it's a fine, delicate line, I think, but plenty of other people are able to pull it off, and plenty of other people are able to learn as they go, too. So, you know, maybe this is just another hurdle that Rosee's gotta kind of conquer, more so mentally than anything, but we'll see. We will see how she fares with it, I guess. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning on in. Ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would be. But Rosee gives us a lot to talk about. And I feel like we can have a better conversation. Because as much as I do feel it is a bit manipulative, she does actually, like, sometimes when it comes to the therapy speak and whatnot and mental health stuff, she knows what to say. I'll specify that. She knows what to say. I don't quite know yet if it's like she knows what she's talking about, but she knows what to say in regards to herself. So, yeah, maybe more manipulation, who fucking knows. But anyways, yapping. Thank you so much, you guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like, subscribe, come on. check out the second channel if you like. The Goo Review, there's going to be a tattoo vlog tomorrow, and it won't be nearly as long as Rosie's, so check that out. Thank you so much, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.